Hello, the incredible women of the Women Helping Entrepreneurs group. I am so excited to be doing this live for you. I love the energy. I love the people in this group. So I'm just really excited to be sharing something that's so important to me, this work that I love doing, and how I am putting out really meaningful transformation into the world. So with that, let me dive into a little bit about me, a little bit about why I do what I do, and then I want to dive into today how you can use your speaking gift, your ability to use the power of your words, you being on stage, how you can use all of that to grow your business and as the number one way to get clients, because yes, it is absolutely possible for you. So my name is Alexandria Agresta. I like to just always say my full name because some people like to call me by my full name. I like to give them the option, but you can call me Alex for short. And I currently am in Denver, Colorado. If anyone is living in Denver, let me know in the comments. I would love to connect. And I co-founded a company called Purpose Pioneers, and that was built on the belief of creating a world where people fully align what they do to make money with what they do to experience meaning and fulfillment in their lives. It's the beautiful balance of purpose and profit, of meaning and money. And it's about living in that beautiful sweet spot, because I don't think we have to pick. I don't think we have to choose one or the other. I believe that life is I call it a both and. And what that means is we don't have to pick. We don't have to pick money or what's meaningful to us. We can live in that beautiful sweet spot of generating income in a way that's impactful to people and in a way that's meaningful to us. Because when we live in that sweet spot, work doesn't even feel like work. It really doesn't. Work doesn't feel like work. You feel invigorated, you feel excited, because you're changing lives and making money in a way that is so meaningful to you. So that belief is what gets me out of bed every single morning. And I am just so committed to creating that world because I live in that sweet spot. This world is a reality for me, and I want people to feel the feelings that come with it. And I want people to, especially entrepreneurs, I want them to live this type of reality because it's a miracle. It's miraculous. It's magical. I like M words, if you haven't already caught on to that. I like M words and P words. And I just want to show people that this is possible. So that belief, that commitment to creating this reality led me down a beautiful path to becoming a magic to money coach. And that is all about, why I chose to do that is because I believe that those moments that are created on stage where anything is possible for anyone in the room is where the real magic happens, right? Because I can only imagine that those watching this right now, you like humans and you like human connection. I think that's one of the core purposes of us being humans, is to come together and to connect. And you know that when you're at events or you're hanging out with your friends and family, you are on stage, right? When you're in person, there is some serious magic that happens when these humans come together and when you spark that human connection, and it can't be fully replicated in the online world, although we get pretty close, like Facebook Live, Zooms. It's incredible. But I really think that real magic happens when we're on stage. But it's about not stopping there, right? Because that magic you create on stage, it's that inspirational moment, but that only goes so far. So I really believe in turning that inspiration, that magic you create in the room, into lasting transformation outside of the room. So for those of you that are coaches, that are consultants, that sell wisdom and knowledge, and that's how you transform people, you know that real, sustainable, lasting transformation can only happen outside of the room. It takes commitment, it takes work, it takes getting your hands dirty, and we can only do so much when we're on stage. So it's really about both and, right? Nothing really is an either or. It's not on stage or online. It's not inspiration or transformation. I'm all about bringing these worlds that sometimes people think they can't coexist, bringing them together. So with that, I want to first dive into why it's so important to live in the balance of the online and the offline worlds, right? The both and. So I want to start there, and then I'm going to dive into 2 things that you can literally do today. I'm all about action. I'm all about giving you little nuggets that you can do right now, because what that does, it creates no excuses. So I am going to dive into really laying this beautiful foundation to paint the picture of living in the balance of the online and offline worlds, and then 2 amazing, simple, yet incredibly powerful things that you can do today to start making this world a reality for you. So, online and offline world. So, for those of you, I'm going to share a bit of a story here, and if you guys have ever experienced this, if you're like, oh my God, Alex, yes, oh my God, you are saying exactly how I'm feeling, I want you to let me know in the comments that you resonate, because I like to know that I'm not alone. I'm not just a crazy person over here. You know what I'm saying? So, I have been in the online coaching world for a while, a couple years now, crushing it. I love it. I love being a coach. I love transforming lives in that way. But what happened for me is I went crazy behind the screen. I lost my marbles. Like, marbles were absolutely lost. And I started having this dark, gloomy cloud, if you will, over me, hanging over me. And I just kept asking myself, like, why does this stuff matter? And what I meant was, not why does the work matter? That matters. And I knew that. But why does any of this online stuff matter? Funnels and emails and landing pages and ads and bada, 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 bada. So it is important, but what I was doing, I was making it my cake. I was making it the main thing. And what happened was I lost my marbles because I was so far away from the human connection that brings me joy, which is being on stage and creating those moments where anything is possible for anyone in the room. I was so far away because I was being told that the only way to be successful, the only way to make money online is to do all the online stuff. And again, we need that. We totally need it, right? It's not either or. We're not doing online and or offline. We're doing both. And I'm so grateful that I have that knowledge and wisdom now of all the online stuff, but I was making it the 80%. Instead of making the 80% what was meaningful to me, which is speaking. So I went crazy. I was like threatening to never do an email, a Facebook Live, like nothing ever again. But in that moment of pain, in that moment of contrast, I recognized like the work that I do is meaningful. I want to do this work. The people I work with, I want to work with them. I want to do this. This is how I want to change lives and transform. But how I was doing it was what was not aligned. So I was too much in the online world, and I was starting to lose fulfillment and joy in my business. And I am someone who is so in tune with what's in alignment with me and what's not, that when I recognized it, I was like, I have to make change. I don't want to build resentment or be unfulfilled by this thing, my company, that used to bring me so much joy. So I recognized that I needed to live in a balance, right? Too much on the pendulum swinging on one side or too much on the other side, it'll create an imbalance with us. So I took a step back. I was like, okay, let me take a step back here. Let me get back into alignment with what's true for me. And it was speaking on stage. I took in my reflection period of taking a step back, I recognized that over the past year, I was speaking here and there, but again, it wasn't my 80%, it wasn't my cake. I was speaking, and when I would speak, I would always get clients. 80, and then we did numbers, 83% of my clients come from speaking engagements. And I was like, well, one, the proof is in the pudding. Hello. I'm doing it. I am doing the thing that I say that I want to do, but I did it with a lack of awareness that I wanted to grow my business in this way. So what I want to share, I wanted to share that story to, one, I just want to share a little more about me so we can connect. And if you have experienced any of that, please let me know in the comments, because you are not alone. And I just wanted to share what could happen if you don't find alignment in how you're running your business. It's really easy to get caught up and all the things that are going on. The online world's always changing. There's always a new strategy. And again, I love that stuff and I love all of it. But you need to find what's in alignment with you of how you're running your business. So what is the balance of the online and the offline worlds look like? So if you are someone that feels that you have a gift to speak, you're like, Alex, yes, I love speaking. I've done it. I've done it a handful of times, whether it's you speaking on stage, or maybe you taught a workshop, or maybe you feel very comfortable doing lives, or if you're doing, if you're on Zoom, or you are on a podcast episode, right? Like if you are on a stage in some way and you feel comfortable there and you love showing up in that way, then you have a gift. You have a gift to use the power of your words to expand people's hearts and expand their mind. So it's first about recognizing that you have this gift. And then the second part is entering into the field of possibility that, wow, I can actually use that gift to grow my business. The stage and events, I don't think they'll ever go out of style. To be honest, the internet could shut down at any moment. Like whoever controls it, they have the power to shut it down. I don't think that will happen, but it could. But are events going to shut down? No, absolutely not. We've been engaging in events for hundreds and thousands of years. It's how we come together. It's how we connect around common values, common purpose. So living in the balance of the online and offline world is, if you have this gift, you love being on stage, virtual or the stage, then we got to make that your 80%. We got to make that your cake. And then what you're going to do with online is use that to turn that in-person spark, that magic, into lasting transformation. So this is what I say about the two. The offline world is what sparks the magic, that magical in-person human connection, being there with people, being able to be in that energy field, being able to hug them, talk with them. It sparks the magic, the offline world. And then what the online world does is it scales your magic. It gets all those people that were like, I love this, I want this. Yes, it gets them into your group, right? Your Facebook group. And now you get to be visible in front of them. You get to talk with them. You get to hang out with them, add value to them. And then your program, what your wisdom, your knowledge, your transformation that you offer is what gets you to change these people's lives forever, right? Because you can change someone's perspective in the room when you're on stage, but you can't change their life. And what I mean by that, yes, the interaction could be life-changing, but to get them to sustainably change their life, that's where, a coaching program comes in, or some type of mastermind, or a community experience, something like that. So offline sparks the magic. I want you guys to write this down. This is good stuff. The offline world sparks the magic that cannot be replicated in the online world, and then the online world scales the magic. Because once you're out of that room, everyone's doing their own thing and they're out and about. And how do you build a relationship with them outside of the room? The online world. So again, online world, offline world. There is a beautiful balance between the two, and you don't have to pick. Because I know for me, when I just picked the online world, I went crazy. I was like, yes, this is amazing, but a year passed, another year passed, another year passed. I'm like, is this all there is? Am I just going to be talking to a screen and only connecting with people online? I don't want to do that. I need something more. I need to change something about my cake, my 80%. And I did a flip-flop. Online was my 80, offline was my 20. It wasn't working for me. So now I switched it to my cake is the stage, my 80%. My 20 is the online. Spark the magic, scale the magic. Okay, how are we looking on time? Perfect. So now that you know it is possible to live in the online and offline worlds, and you can use your gift. You can use your speaking gift as the number one way to get clients. I promise you. Because it's a hack. People are there with you. They like you. They trust you. They were with you for 30, 60, 90 minutes, however long your talk was. And they're like, oh my God, I love this person. I want to engage with them further. It's the human connection hack. Being there with them live. And also, you're the only one on stage. You're not fighting for anyone's attention. They're there looking at you, listening to you. It's just absolutely incredible. So you now know that you can live in the balance of the online and offline worlds, and you can use your speaking gift as a way to get clients, because I think it is the number one way to spark magic, to get people to know, like, and trust you, to get them to believe in what you're doing. Oh, sorry. And then get them to essentially buy into you. They're buying into your energy. They're buying into your personality. They're buying into your transformation. So you are in the field of possibility, as I like to say. Because a lot of people come to me and they're like, Alex, I don't even think this is possible. All I'm being told, all I'm seeing is just online, and the offline stuff, And again, I'm a believer in both. It's not one or the other, it's both. So what are two things that you could do to start making this a reality for you? And again, simple things that you can do today, not like long, elaborate, you need all these things to actually get the action item off the ground. Simple things that you can do today right after you're done watching this live. So the first thing is, I think it is so important that your presence is amplified. And what that means is people need to know that you're a coach or consultant or entrepreneur and a speaker within the first 3 seconds of them doing some social media stalking. Just think about it. You apply for a speaking engagement, or someone's like, hey, I'm hiring a speaker and, someone referred me to you. What's the first thing that they're going to do? In our digital age, they're going to go social media stalk you. They're going to look you up on Facebook, maybe on LinkedIn, maybe on Instagram. So in that first 3 seconds, they need to feel your energy, feel your authenticity. They need to know that you're a coach and a speaker. Because what that does is a few things. It builds credibility and authority immediately. Oh, this person speaks. They got their shit together. They're a speaker. Oh, they're also a coach or a consultant or an entrepreneur, meaning they change lives as well. This is their business. So things that you could do. I always like to start with Facebook. I think it's a mix-up between Facebook and LinkedIn when people are going to check out your profiles when they're looking to hire a speaker. But I'm just a super big fan of Facebook. I don't know. I just love it. So let's start with your Facebook profile. So here are 3 things that you can do. Your profile picture. I want you to pick a recent profile or a recent photo that you think is just a beautiful depiction of who you are and your energy and your authenticity. So not a picture with you and someone else, not a picture of anything besides you. I only want you in the picture, and I want it to capture your energy. And if you're like, Alex, I don't have that picture right now, go get your smartphone, because I'm sure you have a smartphone. We all do in the digital age. Majority of us do. So go grab a friend, get your spouse, get your kid, have them take a couple pictures of you somewhere doing a pose that is just a beautiful reflection of you. Now, if you go to my profile picture, it's like my favorite picture of me freaking ever. Like, oh my God, it captures who I am. So if you want to go check out a picture of what I'm talking about, just click my name somewhere around here and you'll see my profile picture right away. So that's number 1. Number 2, your background image. That is where you can upload a picture of you speaking. Now, if you don't have a picture of you speaking, but you want to use your speaking gift to grow your business, then go get one. Go find a stage, go to a networking meeting and have someone snag a picture of you, right? Just anything. Of course, I want it to be real and authentic to you, but if you have a picture of you speaking, make that your background image and the background backdrop. And if you don't, go get one. Go get one. So now we have your profile picture where they can feel your energy, your authenticity, your you, what makes you you. 1. 2, your background image is you speaking. So what do they immediately think? Oh, they're a speaker. They do this professionally. They crush it on stage. What are they thinking when they see your profile picture? I like this person. I like their energy. I can feel it. I like their personality. So those two things. And then the third is your bio. I think it's 120, 140 characters. In your bio, it needs to state what you do for people. The biggest thing about a bio is it's not about you. Even though it seems like it is designed to be about you, it's not. It's about the people that you help. So if you go to my bio, it says empowering coaches to use their speaking gift is the number one way to get clients. And you've also heard me say that a handful of times in this live. And then I think it has a hashtag magic makers. That's what I call my peeps in my community. So that's my bio. It says exactly what I do. Very clear, very simple. So all three of these things working together are, they feel your energy, they feel your realness, they feel your authenticity, they see that you're a speaker, and then they see what you do. So they know that you also run a business and you change lives in the way that you do. So they don't even have to scroll. They just click your profile and they see this in the first 3 seconds. Pretty awesome, right? And now it's going to inspire them to keep scrolling and want to learn more about you. Boom. If you are someone that wants to start using your speaking gift to grow your business, do those things today. Because you never know who's checking out your profile. You never know who's going to come out of nowhere and be like, hey, I found you, I saw you, and I love this. And I want someone to speak. You never know. So you always want to be prepared for the opportunity. And beautiful. Just looking at my notes over here. So the second thing you can do is ask. Ask. Sometimes I feel like we're just not direct enough with what we want. So if you're like, Alex, I don't even know where to start to start getting gigs, ask. Make a post on your page. Hey, I'm going to start speaking, and I want to use that as a way to grow my impact in the world. Do you know any speaking engagements? Comment below. You could do a post, and or you could reach out to a handful of people in your community. You can send them a personalized message. Hey, Jim, random name. I'm going to start speaking more. I want to be on stage. You can insert some context about why. And I just wanted to reach out to you. I know you're connected in the community. I was wondering, do you know of any communities or organizers that want speakers right now? Or do you know a good place for me to go to start finding some gigs? Boom. If you want something, ask for it. And what's cool is you're leveraging the online world to get to the offline world. It's like this beautiful balance. They're always all working beautifully together. So, quick recap, what you can do today to start making this a reality for you. Go amplify your presence on the Facebook profile picture, background picture, and your bio. That will take you, no more than 20, 30 minutes. Schedule some time to do that today. And then the next, ask, be direct with what you want. Post on your Facebook, hey, I want to start speaking more, blah, 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 as to why. I'm wondering, do you know where I can go to get a speaking engagement? Just put it out there. Speak your truth, put it out there, see what comes back. You never know. And then you can also message people individually that are members of your community, your tribe, that you know are well connected, and just say, hey, I'm looking to do this, and I wanted to reach out. Do you know a good starting point for me or where I could go? And then boom, you now are known as a coach, consultant, or entrepreneur and a speaker. Your presence is beautiful online. And then you made an ask of where you can get started. And usually it's locally. Local is the best place to get started. Because one, it's like your backyard, and you're most likely going to know people because you're close to them in proximity, or they're going to know someone that you know. It's just a really good starting point. Okay, I am perfect on time. I just wanted to make sure I stayed within a 30-minute, because I could just go on and on and on because I got lots of good stuff to say. But with that, if any of this inspired you, if any of this has got you thinking, if this is something you're like, yes, I'm so grateful I heard this today, then I just want to extend an invitation to you. I'm doing something very, very, very exciting that is kicking off, oh my God, in a week, next Monday, October 7th. So It's called the Speak to Sell Bootcamp, and it's going to be a 5-day live series in my Facebook group where I'm going to be teaching you very tactical and practical, I like that, it rhymes, tactical and practical ways to start using your speaking gift as the number one way to grow your business. So this is free. This is to get your toes wet. And again, to enter into the field of possibility that this is real. This can be a reality for you. And it's not just about the online world. It's about living in that beautiful balance. So again, I want to extend the invitation. If you feel inspired, if anything about this intrigued you in the slightest bit and you're like, yes, I want to learn more, I want to dabble, I want to get my toes wet, then please, please, please join us. It's going to be off the chain. I am so excited. 5 days of valuable, meaningful, actionable content to start making this a reality for you. So the Speak to Sell Bootcamp, it is kicking off next Monday on the 7th in my private Facebook group. So I'm going to post the link in the comments. Again, if you feel inspired and anything about this intrigued you in the slightest bit and you want to learn more, please, please, please join us. It's the best way to learn about this transformation and to see that this is possible for you and that you really can do this. And it's joyful and it's fulfilling, and you're going to get back to that magical in-person human connection and change lives in the way that you want in both the online and the offline worlds. All right, you incredible, beautiful ladies, thank you for having me. This was awesome. It fills me up to the core teaching this stuff because it's so meaningful to me. And when speakers step into their gift and they also use it as a way to grow their business, it's magic. That's why I say that word a million times. It's just pure magic. And I am just honored that I could... Okay, I had a call coming in. I'm really glad it didn't stop. I'm really honored that I was able to enter you into the field of possibility, because in that space, really anything is possible. Miracles happen. And it's just a really incredible place to play. And again, I just want you to know that this reality is possible for you. So with that, again, if you feel inspired, please join me for my free Speak to Sell Bootcamp. It's going to be a 5-day live series. It's going to be off the chain. And I cannot wait to see you there. All right, ladies, have a great week, and I'll see you on the stage.